6AHA, 6S.
There he is. How's it going, Bill? WA6LOL.
Wow, WA6LOL. Loud and clear. I don't even have the amplifier on.
Oh, yeah. Well, you're a 5/9 with no amp, so yeah, that's quite an antenna system you must. What are you running for antennas down there on, too?
Nothing fancy, just a single M-squared, was it 12 or 14 element Yagi, whatever it is.
Yeah. Is that wide space then? It's like, must be 30 feet long or 35 feet long?
No, it's a short one. It's probably about 16 feet or something like that.
Yeah. Well, it sure is working. Yeah. Well, I got my relay box got all the bugs out of it. Man, it had so many things wrong with it. I mean, not the design, the way I, put everything together is pretty much okay. The only thing that I didn't think about was I needed to put a diode in the push-to-talk line so that the push-to-talk circuit in the amp and the 9700, when it pulls down, it'll pull down my relay system, for switching on and off preamp, and all that, but not the other way, because when I unplug the thing, then my slave relay pulls my push-to-talk circuit down the other way, and then my 9700 and the amp come on, and I don't want that to happen.
Yeah, I got an output thing on mine that all the amplifiers, if they're on, they all key, but only the one that's got drive would put on any power. I'm gonna kick the amp on now. And hopefully it helps some. WA6LOL. I hope it went up a little bit, Dave. I don't know. See you later. Back to you there, A6S.
Oh yeah, yeah. It went. Now you're way up in the red. Yeah. Yeah, well, that's kind of what mine is kind of doing, and it's not a bad thing. Yeah, if I'm not driving it, it's not going to hurt it, and solid state's nice that way. It's not like the tubes are going to, develop grid current and stuff or whatever they do and get crazy, yeah, so I'm looking forward to getting it up on that antenna and see what's up. I think one real problem I'm having with that 1296 antenna is that I'm not that high up. I'm looking at going through trees, on that 55 element loop Yagi. I'm aimed right into a gigantic oak tree that's in my backyard, and this thing is really big, and it's just going right through the middle of it, the densest part. So I don't think 1296 likes to go through oak trees.
But chainsaws like to.
Yeah, that's what I used to tell people on the moon. They'd be talking about, well, I'm getting into this tree, and I said, I got a chainsaw you could borrow, And then, the most common answer for that is, well, my wife won't let me.
Yeah, wives don't like certain things here, but anyway, WA6LOL, A6 back, A6S back, I should say. Hello, 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, at least this thing is halfway working, and it's just a single Yagi, and years ago I had a quad stack. If you go back, way back when, you ever heard of Oliver Swan in Stockton? I had 4 of his biggest ones up there on an H-frame on the tower. Took up most of the tower, and it really performed. But this one here does good enough. I don't have much room to put stuff up there with all the other junk up there. I've got 5/5 on 6 and that real long 9 wavelength thing for 432, and this one here on 2 meters. and the 70-foot tower has got my Mosley multi-band beam on it with the quad stack of the Yankees there for 1296. It's got 4 of those 22L on M squared things, and above that is just a vertical for 2 meter and 440. So I'm actually quite a bit higher on 1296. Anyway, it's probably getting, somebody might be breaking in here, but you got a fantastic signal, and yeah, oak trees eat up stuff pretty bad. I know that from TV, what have you there. WA6LOL, A6S.
A6S, WA6LOL. All right, yeah, I'll stand by and see see if Mike shows up here and let the net get going and all that. So anyway, yeah, I just found out that my little RS-232 interface, you know, between the computer and the rotors, that you can run 2 rotors at once through one on the ERC Duo. So I didn't know that. Here I'm looking to get another one. I don't need another one. I can run 2 rotors through, and then I got to sort it out in the computer, I guess.
Good luck on that. That's above my pay grade. My friend down the street here could do that. But computers and me, I'll stick with the old analog tube stuff that I used to build, and I've almost got a piece of boat anchor chunk resurrected to try here. An old Gauntlet GSB or whatever it is, 100 sideband thing, just for the heck of it. It was so cheap at the swap meet, it was only $60. I'll have probably 10 times that in parts by the time I get it done, but hopefully it will work. I don't know what I'll do with it after I got it. It's just a kind of a fun project there. WA6LOL, A6S.
What was that 100, something 100, back in the early 60s? The Englewood Amateur Radio Club down there in L.A. I went to, and this guy showed up, and it was a foggy night, and he had a 100-watt radio on 160 meters, and on the back he was not loading it very well into a CB 102-inch whip on his bumper, and back then it was AM, you know. So he keyed his microphone and he went, hello, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a Corona ball sparked up on the top of the whip and was modulated, and it was going, hello, 1, 2, 3, 4. That was awesome.
I'd like to have seen that. That is fantastic. He made a plasma tweeter.
Yeah. If you get rid of the sizzle, it would be nice. I always thought it would be a nice way to make audio, you know, and of course, and you don't want to touch the wrong places on that either. But anyway, all right, Bill, I'm going to stand by. WA6LOL.
Yeah, Roger, Dave. Well, I have plasma tweeters on my stereo system. That's something I used to fix for a guy went and died off on me there, but I repaired tons and built new power supplies for real exotic jobs for the plasma tweeters, and I've had them for years, and like my brother says, if you don't have plasma tweeters, you don't have high fidelity. We were looking at the scope one time, and it was cutting reference at, well, that's as high as I looked, but it was 30 KC was absolutely, the sine wave looked like it was coming out of the general radio oscillator, and I couldn't believe it. He turned the thing off. We almost didn't believe the microphone is picking it up. It was down 3 dB at 30,000, and that's the calibration on our Earthworks microphone is down 3 at 30. So all it did was prove the microphone was doing what it was supposed to do. Anyway, get off here and get ready for the net. 1 minute. WA6LOL, A6S.
Good evening, W6PE.
Good evening, Mike. Coffee, Mike? Hello, Mike.
Yeah, I got you. A little weak here, but perfectly readable.
Well, I hear you up here in Sonora, W6PE, WA6LOL. Yeah, I hear you too. Sound good.
Hi, Dave. What did you find out yesterday?
Oh, you know what? I went up and I pulled that fourth director, like you said, and I came down and I looked at it to see what it was supposed to be in the kit of element parts, the length, the circumference. I stretched it out and measured it, and it's exactly what it's supposed to be. And I pulled off the reflector too, just to have, and so, yeah, it seems to be okay. You know, the thing I think I had asked you about, maybe I'm not, considering the importance of it, is that 55 element is going right into a giant oak tree. When I'm aimed at you, the leaves start about 3 feet out from the antenna, and then it's just a monstrous oak tree. So, maybe I just need to get these things up and off the ground a little bit, and above the trees. I have so many oak trees here.
Well, I'm slightly confused. You checked the element length of which antenna?
Oh, you and I were talking the other day, and you said, well, you might want to pull a couple of elements and measure them and see what they're supposed to be. If they're the same, as they're supposed to be out of the kit book, the element lengths, maybe they had made those things for some weird different frequency, they were special order or something. And so it turns out that they're exactly what, they're supposed to be for the 1296 antenna. So I checked that. And then I was just saying separately than that, I think I need to get my antennas up above the oak trees here, because I'm just trying to go right through the oak trees to get to you down there.
Yeah, but something was terribly wrong last night with the longer single Yagi. It was so far down. Well, let's go back to pulling the element length. I wanted you to pull the element off and compare it to the one of the 15-footer, or the longer one. Compare the element lengths of director number 1 on the long one to the director number 1 length on the 4. Over.
Oh, okay.
971.
Well, that 55 element is like 35 feet up in the air, and all the guy lines and everything, and be a real deal to try and get down and get to that thing right now. So what I did was I pulled the elements off of one of the 45s, and I compared it with what it's supposed to be in the manual, in the destruction manual, as far as the element length for the 1296 antenna, and it was right. It was exactly the length that it's supposed to be.
Yeah. Okay. Well, maybe somewhere in the testing here, we've missed something, because I don't think you had told me that you have the 55 element up at 35 feet. Well, that should be up in the clear a lot better. That should have been gangbusters last night, and you were just barely readable. Over.
Let me see here. How do I sound right now? I'm running 10 watts and meters right now, 10 watts on 2 meters. What does this sound like?
Are you there, Dave?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, different Dave. I got you in 971. WA6LOL just disappeared on me. Where'd you go, Dave?
Hello. Can you hear me?
Oh, yeah. It might have been you in there, but you were so weak I couldn't copy you.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm running, can you hear me right now? I'm running about 60 watts.
Hey, you're okay. but you didn't respond to my last question. You were 35 feet in the air with the 55 element. It should have been gangbusters, over. Maybe you got a lot of feed line loss to it.
Yeah, well, you know, the thing in common is that coax. I don't know why I'm not seeing my meters. Can you hear me right here? I'm running about 15 watts right now on 2 meters. Can you hear me?
Well, you're almost Q5. I heard you say you're running 15. Was it 1.5, 15 watts?
Yeah, 1.5, 15 watts right now. So that's a comparison. I wanted to try the same power basically 2 meters and 432. I mean 1296.
Well, I'm not copying you very well. I think I hear you say you want to try something. Let's do it now so we get the net started here. Whatever you want to try, go ahead, do it.
Okay, I already tried it. I took my power down to 15 watts.
The 15 watts is making it, but not very good, David. WA6LOL, A6S.
Yeah, I can hear the 15 watts, but of course you're on the back side of the antenna too. Go ahead.
Doesn't count, but I just wanted to try that.
Yeah, no, I copy your 15 watts. It just wasn't very stable. A little bit of QSB on the band, and you would go in and out for me, and right on the ragged edge of signal to noise ratio. Bill said he's copying you about the same way down there in Visalia, but you were on the back of the beam here, and you were on the front of his beam, over.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, yeah, I tried to give you a call, and I got a message said that you were unavailable, so you might have been on the phone talking to somebody else. But anyway, yeah, well, I'm going to continue to work on it. I'm going to compare the two antennas by seeing what they do on my signal source out there a couple hundred feet away and see how they do that way. But that this enormous oak tree is right between my 55 element Yagi and you. So when I aim down there at 150 degrees, I go right through the densest part of this gigantic oak tree.
Yeah, that's probably what was killing you. Of course, I can't see any of that, so from my standpoint, it just sounds like something's not working right, but that clearly is could be the reason. All right, very good. Well, we can carry on. I got no phone calls at all this morning. So I was not on the phone, to my knowledge, until after lunch or something. And normally I get a secondary beep if I'm on the phone and I get a call from somebody else like you. I would have known it was somebody else coming in. And then when I'm done, I just tell Siri to call the last caller, and she calls whoever was the last one that called in, over.
Okay, I think it was about 7 o'clock here. It was about almost an hour ago I tried to call, and I got a message that just said that this number, it spells out your number and says it's unavailable.
No, it was right here in my pocket where it's been all day.
No, I'll be darned. Huh. Hey, I'm coming down. I got a room at the Piccadilly Inn, so I'm in pretty good shape these days. I can actually plan things, so I'm going to come down. I don't know, were you thinking about going over to the club meeting at all?
Well, I didn't know there was one probably coming out, Friday, a club meeting?
Yeah, Friday.
Yeah, I may go. Yeah, if you're coming down, I could go down for sure. I'm losing my eyesight really rapidly, so I've got to go with somebody I can hang on to.
Oh, okay. Well, if you got somebody that, Rob or somebody that's going to come by and pick you up, otherwise I could come by and get you. I'll be bringing my Jeep down because I put my Corvette in the shop to have some things done to it, so that I'll be in my Jeep.
Well, normally I can ride with Rob. We'll work that out between now and Friday, I guess.
Well, that sounds good. Yeah, looking forward to seeing you. All right, Mike, K6MYC, WA6LOL 856.
Got got 856 in here. Thank you. And good evening again to you, Dave, the other Dave, 971. Go ahead, Dave.
KG6 USS, Bozo Net 620 here into San Joaquin.
Charlie Echo Fox 982.
Southern California.
KK6 ZKE 704.
KG6 USS.
719 W60WL.
Did I hear you in there, Kerry, 704?
Roger that. KK6 ZKE.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I wrote it down, and I thought, gee, did I actually hear that? And there's John is down below trying to call up this way also. I hear you, John. Stand by just a second. We had a rash of locals checking in here. So I've got NKE and 982. Got you, Daryl. And I think I've got everybody in here now.
How about 719?
Well, 719, I got you. I didn't have you written down, but thank you for reminding me, Larry. 719, you're in here now, over.
And 620.
I got 620 a long time ago, remember? I got you, Mike. Go ahead.
Okay, yeah, I didn't hear you acknowledging me, so just want to make sure I got on the list.
Yeah, but you and I talked earlier today. Whenever I would talk to you, regardless of when it is, I would have put you in anyway, and I think you gave me the number anyway, but we got you. Thank you, Mike.
Alrighty. I know you got to keep the numbers up, so I try and do my part to add one more to the list.
No problem. All right. Anyway, good evening to you, Larry. How are you doing over there? Is your household getting together over there? It's a new place. Oh, Larry's in and out already. All right, let me see. Let's see. John, KG6USS. KG6USS, do you copy? K6MYC, Bozo 47.
Yeah, K6MYC 47. I've got a big copy on you, Mike. Better than I've ever heard you. How you doing, brother?
We're doing just fine, except for a little bit of leftovers of a chest congestion that I've had for about a week, and it doesn't seem to want to go away, but other than that, I'm doing okay. I feel okay. It's just frustrating when I got a rumble in my chest from time to time. Anyway, it's upper chest. It's not in my lungs. It's in the upper bronchial, so I keep getting phlegm in that area. Anyway, other than that, just it's an annoyance more than anything. Over.
Yeah, I copy that. I hate when that stuff happens. But yeah, you sounded different, so I kind of figured something was going on. But you live over there in that valley, so you never know what you're going to get. Over.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see. We've got a couple of fellows in here. I'm sure, Bill, you want to say hello to John down there, and then we'll pass it around amongst group. I haven't heard Mike yet, AJ, but go ahead, Bill.
Yeah, hello, John. AA6S, number 800. Able 6 sugar 800. You're coming in here, Q5, not real strong, but Q5 there. Back to you there, AA6S.
Wow, AA6S, I've got a huge copy on you, bud. I'm sorry you're not hearing me that well, but I've got a great copy on you. I got you on the log, though. Over.
QSL, thank you, John. AA6S, back to net.
All right, who else do we have in here that wants to say hello to John down there? Rob, are you in here?
Yep, I'm here. Good evening, Mike. How you doing, John? KG6USS, KM6SRR, number 432.
Roger, Rob, got you in here big time. You guys really have a great signal tonight. It's just amazing. Everybody in the south end there is got a lot of static in their signal. But you guys are coming in loud and clear. Better than I've ever heard y'all.
Well, we got to compete with your check-ins down there, haha.
I don't know what to tell you, man. Like I said, it's crazy. I'm loving it.
Well, hi, John. The KG6 USS down there in High Desert, WA6LOL up here in Sonora, 856, 856, over.
I was running that little five element yacht you pointed at you, and a couple of 100 watts, and that's all I got there, over.
John, do you copy me, WA6LOL?
Stand by, he's working local.
All right.
Well, somebody's blowing me over here, guys. Anybody else out there in the San Joaquin Valley?
Yeah, now go ahead. Listen for LOL. Go ahead, Dave.
Yeah, hi, John. You copy me down there, WA6LOL 856, 856.
Over, John.
Yeah, I'm getting walked all over here, guys. I'm going to go back to the vertical here in Southern California. I got you, Mike. I got you, Bill. I got you, Rob. Thanks for checking in with me. KG6 USS Bozo 831.
Okay, well, check in 856 there. He's just getting covered up by your QR Mary. That's Dave, WA6LOL in Sonora, 856. Check him in, John.
Got him. Yeah, hey, if you can hear me up there, Dave, I've got you on the log there, WA6LOL. Roger?
Roger. Thanks, John.
Okay, anybody else? How about AHA, Mike?
K6US.
Okay, you didn't want to check in with John, did you?
Not from here. I'm just operating DMO6, so John wouldn't be able to hear me. 1079 and 1100, K6US.
High Desert, looking over in the San Joaquin Valley. We'll try it one more time. Anybody else?
Okay, I think that's all we got, John. That's all we got up here. Everybody's there's a lot of the bigger guns are not in here tonight. Just Bill and Dave up there in Sonora, and of course Rob. You got Rob, didn't you?
Yep, got you guys. Got Dave, got Rob, and I did talk to Dave for a minute. So very good. And Rob, Bill, Teddy Hunter, and you, Mike. And you take care of yourself. So hopefully you feel better.
Okay.
KG6 USS 831. We're going to go back to net control on the vertical here in Southern California. 909 Ed, KI680Q. I got you. Okay, brother?
Okay. I think he's done with us, guys. He's probably going to go back to vertical in a second here.
KM6 SRR.
Go ahead, Rob.
Yeah, I didn't check in Kansas, number 1200, KN6 UKN. She'll be here tonight and tomorrow night, and after that she's going to be gone at her cousin's in North Carolina for a week.
Yeah, okay. Well, you can remind me when she's not here. Otherwise, I automatically check her in.
Okay, roger on that. KM6 SRR.
Okay. Who else do we have in here? We got KC5DTU. Kerry, are you here? BA6AJ. I'm sorry, go ahead.
KE6 Vegetable Garden, 1251.
Hey, KE6VG, K6MYC, what was it, 1251?
1251, yeah.
That's what I thought. Good evening, Robert.
Yeah, I could barely hear the gentleman right above my noise level off the hoe loop.
Oh, you mean the guy down in the high desert?
Yeah, I could tell someone was there, but I couldn't make out what he was saying on the loop.
Well, there's good days and bad days. He wasn't bodaciously strong tonight. And he varies greatly from one night to the next, depending on the inversion through that pass there.
Do you know what setup he was running?
He's got about a couple 100 watts at the most, but I don't know what the antenna is. It's a single Yagi, I think, over.
Okay. I guess I got to get off my butt and get my Yagi in the air.
Yeah, you'd be a piece of cake to check in with him once you get that up.
Well, I thought I'd check in. KE6VG.
Yeah, we've missed you the last couple of days here off and on. So good to hear you, Robert. Thanks for checking in here. And we'll move on. I'm still trying to catch any loose ends here before we go to Atascadero. We may not have any Atascadero tonight. First and third Wednesdays. Well, this is the second Wednesday, isn't it? No, maybe this is the first Wednesday.
226 here.
226. Good evening. You missed John down there, but that's okay.
Yep, I just got out, so I am here. WA60IB, Clovis.
All righty. WA60IB, good evening. And what's new?
Nothing. Just worked today and had the horses done today. The vet for their yearly checkup, so that was expensive. But anyway, just doing things around here.
Yeah, what's the status on your property? I know you kind of are sort of halfway up for sale and not. You're looking for another place, aren't you?
We're looking, but we haven't seen anything that even close to what we want. Nothing close at all.
I thought that was the hang-up. Somebody asked me the other day, are you going to be there a long time? And I said, no, I think you're trying to move. You just can't find the right spot yet.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, they want us out of here. They were offering us all kinds of money, but I gotta have a place to go.
Yeah, I know you do. All righty. Good to have you in here. I think we've got everybody in this area. If we miss anybody, we'll get them anyway. Let's go to Atascadero and see if we're going to have anybody over there. See if Ron is in there. Well, here I'm going to Atascadero, Rob.
Okay, Mike. Yeah, this is the second Wednesday of the month.
W6QUI, W6QUI, A6S.
Hi, Bill.
Whiskey, I don't know if first QUI on your CP.
Who was the 105 or whatever it was?
I don't know about 105, but this is Kilo Bravo 6, Whiskey Romeo, Whiskey Bozo 1052.
Let's get him in here. Bozo 105. Bozo 105, is that what I'm hearing? 105. This is Mike. Upper Northern California, Bozo Net Control, Kilowatt 6 Mike, Yankee Charlie. Did I hear somebody call out 105? Go ahead.
That's Bill in Paso Robles. He's 1052.
Okay, so it's not 105, 1152. 1052, isn't it, Bill? Or is it 1152?
2. KB6 WRW. Kilo Bravo 6, Whiskey Romeo Whiskey.
Got all that. I'm just missing the. Is it 1152 or 1052?
1052.
1052. Go ahead, Bill. We hear you. KB6WRW, K6MYC in the group.
WA6OID is moving on in here. I haven't heard Ron on the air this evening, but I know John, KS6LDD, was hanging out, working on projects, listening to the live stream on the radio, waiting to check in as well.
Hello there, Bill.
Say hi to host.
This is WA60IB. Yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead, Bill.
Yeah, you guys hearing John, KO6LDD here in Paso Alto.
Haven't heard him yet.
All right, go ahead and call it a couple more times, Bill.
Give us the call we're supposed to be listening for at Bill. Is this a new call, a new station we haven't pulled in here yet from Paso Robles? Is the new station in Paso Robles over?
Yep, I'm here, Mike. Are you here in John, KO6LDD, Bozo number 1276?
Ken, I'm having real trouble copying him. He's up and down, and for some reason I can't get my audio up loud enough tonight. I don't know whether it's my ears and all the coughing, but I'm not hearing well tonight. Go ahead, Ken.
Yeah. Okay, Bill. Yeah, Mike's not copying it very well. I got your 10 over 9 here just blasting me out, but yeah, we don't hear him at all. I haven't heard him a bit, so he's not making it over the hill.
Okay. Would you mind checking him in? His call sign is Kilo Oscar 6 Lima Bravo Delta, and his Bozo number is 1276.
Yeah, Bozo 1276. Go check him in, Mike. And oh, gads, I didn't write down the call, and I've already lost it.
I've got it.
Yeah, you got the list, so you got his call. Yeah, we're not copying him, so he must have gotten. Yeah, it's one of those numbers for people that don't come in very often. WA60IV.
I think he's running a disc cone right at the present time, so he's vertical with a disc cone. Give us his call once again, if you would, Bill, on this handle. Over.
Kilo Oscar 6 Lima Bravo Delta, and Bozo number 1276.
Did you get that, Ken?
Oh, I got it, but Rob's already got it.
But I haven't got it. I couldn't hear him.
Everyone's got it but you, Mike.
Yeah. Okay, 1276. This is Bozo, and it's KO6 Lima Bravo Delta.
Okay, KO6 LBD. Got it. And a handle for him, Bill?
It's John.
John. Okay, very good. Thank you, Bill. And I hear, I haven't heard him yet, but let's see, W6QUI, Ron, are you in here?
Well, I'm hearing Bill as well, K6US.
Well, he's awful loud here.
Yeah, I just seem to have an issue hitting Mike's QTH.
Yeah, he's got a mountain. He's got a mountain right in the way, so he's got to sneak around the dirt.
Yeah, because OIB, you're blowing me out at 10 over, and I'm hearing K6US as well. He's about 5'5", but no problem copying that. So yeah, my color's a little up and down.
Well, Bill, just for clarification, you know, Ken's on real antennas over there. I'm just 100 watts in a whole loop. So yeah, you're doing pretty good over here in the end of the valley. K6US.
Yeah, and I'm on 100 watts in a homebrew 5-element 2-meter edge.
It's doing well here. Like I said, you're 10 over.
About S3, S4, but yeah, I can copy. K6US.
All right, fantastic. Well, thanks for all that. And where were you guys on field day?
Dead silence there. I wasn't around.
Okay, I was trying to get some 2-meter sideband contacts, but not a whole lot of action.
Yeah, I was under the weather here. Well, I was under the weather that last weekend, so I didn't get on much of anything there. KD6 or KB6 WRW. Rob, did you say hello to Bill yet?
Nope, just waiting my turn. There's a lot of traffic going on. How you doing, Bill? KB6 WRW. This is Kilo Mike 6 Sierra Romeo Romeo. Over.
Doing good. How you doing, Sierra Romeo Romeo?
Doing fine. Hearing you great. You faded out a little bit there, but you've been really loud over here.
Yeah, fantastic. That's Always good to hear, and yeah, you're at 5 over here. Little multi-pass, but not too bad.
That's great. Yeah, I found a little better peak for you here, so should be a little better. Good to hear you on there.
All righty, fantastic. Yeah, my last one came up to 5.7, so it's working great. Now we just gotta work with LBD and figure out a good path or what's going on with its setup.
Anyway, KB6WRW, K6MYC, I'm starting to get Q5 copy. The problem I had earlier is you had multipath flutter, and between that and the weak signal, I could hear you fine. You had plenty of signal, but it was distorted because of the multipath. That's why I couldn't get the small details out of your conversation there. Thank you for everything, Bill. And I don't know, you haven't heard Eric in here either. KN6EIV, are you here, Eric? Go ahead. Don't hear Eric or Ron tonight, so I don't know what they're doing.
Yep.
All right.
I've not heard them either.
Okay, anybody else for Bill before we head on up to Santa Cruz? Anybody else on this side for Bill? K6MYC. I guess you got all of us that can hear you, Bill, but you're doing good. I think from the beginning of your station, you've done improvements here apparently, because I'm copying you better, I think, now than I ever have.
Yeah, it's still up and down with the multi-class, and I think airplanes flying over help a little bit.
Okay. Good enough. 7-3, and we'll see you, nothing else, we'll see you on Sunday.
All right, and I might try to be here tomorrow for the 2-meter. It's got to be Sunday.
7-3.
KB6WRW on a quickie. You're loud in Visalia. Very good signal in Visalia from Able 6 Sugar. Yeah, and I'm going to head towards the other direction here. KB6WRW. AA6S going to head towards Santa Cruz.
All righty, thanks for the comeback, AA6S, and yeah, we'll catch you around.
QSL.
73.
Oh, by golly, you know, I wasn't pointed far enough north for you, Bill. I just started to go towards Santa Cruz, and all of a sudden you came way up. So I have not been pointing right for you. This should be better in the future. KB6WRW, K6MYC.
Yeah, K6MYC, KB6WRW. That's sounding a whole lot better for your signal to me also.
Well, I have a hill in the way, so the further I go to the west, the less hill I have to look through. Over.
Got it. Yeah, well, like I said, that sounds good, at least for me. I don't know about what that does to the guys over at Atascadero a couple miles away, but we can mess around with it more maybe Sunday.
But other than the multipath is coming and going. At times you're clear as a bell. Right now you got the multipath on your, and when you speak very quickly, it's difficult to copy. But I can't get you to slow down when the multipath starts. You'd either have to start slow all the time, or we just have to ask you for repeats on the important stuff. The multipath is coming and going. It's really funny. You'll be there one transmission perfectly clear. The next time you key up, you're multipathing. So we've got a distorted path even at the best here. 7-3 again, Bill. KB6WRW, K6MYC. Bye-bye.
All right. We'll talk to you later, Mike. K6MYC, KB6WRW.
Okay. No multipath at all that time. 7-3.
727.
727. You want to talk to Bill over there in Paso Robles?
No, I'm not pointed that way. I'm kind of went backwards. I went to 10 meters and I'm late.
Okay. Now, do you want to just skip it for tonight?
Yeah, that's fine. I'm backwards.
Okay, then we're going to Santa Cruz and Mike.
Roger.
KW6S, KW6S, AA6S.
AA6S, KW6S. Good evening, Bill.
Good evening, Tom. and clear in Visalia. And I know AAJ and Mikey is heading their antennas that direction. I thought I'd get in here before they get their antenna cranked around. Back to you there, Tom, and sounded good. KW6S, AA6S.
Yeah, very good. Yeah, I'm pointed at Mike. I'm about 25 degrees off of where I usually point for you. So, but boy, no problem hearing you here. So that's good. You getting plenty of heat down there in the valley to. So I can remember one of the reasons I moved away.
Yeah, but with the solar panels on the roof and the air conditioners running, I don't go outside too much. Tom, go ahead.
Yeah, I used to try to get out early and work, and then get in the shop and do shop work during the day, and then out in the evening again working when I was farming, and then usually back to the shop till about 11 o'clock, and then start all over again the next morning.
Yeah, Roger. Dropping down a little bit now. You went from a 9 down to about a 2, and I do have a lot of noise. But anyway, I'll kick it back to you and let you pick up Mike and Mikey there. 73's Tom, A6S.
Very good, Bill. A6S, KW6S, moving towards Fresno.
You don't have to move. You're loud. KW6 Sugar. And the group K6MYC. Good evening, Tom, and I'll shoot it right over to the other mic here, WA6AAJ. Go ahead.
KW6S, WA6AAJ. Hello, Tom.
Hello, Mike. Yeah, WA6AAJ, KW6S. Yeah, when we're sitting out on our deck tonight, looking at our trimmed redwood trees, I was telling my wife that you had mentioned you kind of had the same problem, but you couldn't blame any because you planted them. And these got planted after I moved here, but they're on the other side of the fence. WA6AAJ, KW6S.
Roger that. Yeah, I definitely wasn't thinking too much 25 years ago, so, but that's the way it goes. Yeah, the heat wave is supposed to be hitting us on Friday, and then through next week is what the guys say, so we'll have to see what happens. It looks pretty bad. Over.
Yeah, boy, I remember some just really rough days. When I was farming, I don't remember. I just sort of had to deal with it, but I remember when I was in school, some of those days were just a little too much. And then I used to swamp fruit out of the fields, peaches and plums and stuff. And boy, those days got just about as bad as I could deal with. And at least one place there was an irrigation canal I could jump into and jump into water that was probably about 50 degrees. And it doesn't take too long for that to cool you down, but then you get out and you got to deal with it again. But you'll deal with it as we always have. I do like Bill's idea of getting inside on the air conditioning. WA6AJ, KW6S.
Yes, sir. Air conditioning is good, and I got the same idea as far as trying to get stuff done early in the morning and then doing stuff inside, or like Bill does, sit in the recliner. So anyway, no big deal. To get through it, like you said. I'll turn it over to Mike. Good talking to you, Tom. KW6S, WA6AJ. Back to Mikey.
Okay, very good. And there's others in here. Was there another one? I want to shoot it to you, Ken, but there might have been somebody else that has not checked in. Was there another check-in?
Golf Yankee,
Okay, I hear you, Phil, but I'm not even close to being pointed that. Well, I am. I'm getting towards Santa Cruz. Anyway, good to hear you, Phil. I hope your doctor's appointment came out okay. I'm feeling a little bit better here. Every day seems to be just a tiny bit better, but I still have the congestion. I'll talk to you in a few minutes if you can stick around. Otherwise, we'll see you in the morning. Hopefully, we'll have propagation on 40 like we did not have today. WB6GGY and over to WA6OIB K6MYC. Go ahead, Ken.
I just heard Ken talking on the 10-meter band, Mike, so he'll have to check with him later.
Why don't you talk to Bill then? Main 2, Tom.
Tom, KW6S, KM6SRR.
KM6SRR, KW6S. Yeah, looking forward to you getting your mass mount preamp there on 1296, and then we'll do pretty well, I think, and really makes a difference, as Mike can tell you, and once you try it, you'll start believing. KM6SRR, KW6S.
Yep, I agree with you. I'm working on it. Ken doesn't quite get my plan, but Bill knows my plan, and Bill's been using it along with Mike, so that's the one I think I'll probably put together. I just got to assemble all the parts. I don't have some of the feed cables yet. Anyway, working on that. Good to hear you, Tom. Thanks. KW6S, KM6SRR.
Very good. Yeah, mine are homebrew up there, and yeah, I should sketch out what I do a little bit better. It's always a surprise when I bring one back down for repair. I have to figure out what I did. KM6SRR, KW6S. Back to you, K6MYC.
Okay. It reminds me of I built a I think it was a receive converter or a transverter or something one time many years ago. I diddled around with it and fiddled with it and fiddled with it. And somebody said, well, it came out pretty good. So Bill Orr called me up and said, can I put that in my book? You know, so he put it in his manual, in one of his books, a VHF antenna book and stuff. And many years later, somebody asked me about it, and I didn't even remember doing it. So I know what you mean about getting it down and remembering it. What the hell did I do here?
Yeah, I thought somehow I had wiped out the LNA on 1296, and it turns out I've got a voltage regulator up there to feed the LNA, and it was the bypass cap, a little penny part, had shorted, and then it took out it didn't hurt the voltage regulator, but it took out the resistor. It unsoldered the resistor that was feeding the voltage regulator, which was there to kind of cut down on how much the voltage regulator had to dissipate. I'd probably been better off without the resistor. But anyway, I had another one up there with a lot more gain, and it seems to perform a bit better. So I think the first one was deficient in gain. And hopefully I'll never see it again. K6MYC, KW6S.
We'll get it down to somebody that doesn't have much feed line loss, and then the gain doesn't have to be much more than 10 or 12 dB, over.
Yeah, that's what happened with that one is I had checked it out, and it's got 10 or 12 dB of gain, maybe just barely. And I had another one that had something like about 15 dB gain after it. And then I did the stupid thing of transmitting into the back of it, which allowed me to learn one more way I had to foolproof this. But it got the second LNA, so I just took it out of the circuit and put it back in there and wished it well. And this time I actually measured quite a few LNAs and really got an education on how much gain I needed to add there. Anyway, we should probably get over and see if Leah's here tonight. K6MYC, KW6S.
Yeah, okay. Let's do that. AF6 United. Lee, are you here? And we'll look for others here on this side as well. Okay, 6MYC.
Hey, K6MYC, KW6S in the group. I am here tonight, Alpha Fox 6 United, and just hanging out and listening to you guys talk about all of the stuff you've accomplished so far. Pretty cool.
Well, you live long enough, you do some things.
Yeah, but you also have to have been involved in that whole business for a long time too, and so unfortunately, I'm just getting started. And yeah, I think it's really cool listening to all of the trials and tribulations that you guys have had along the way. It really does help me think about putting together different things as I'm slowly building my station up too. So really helps. I really love listening to all of that. Go ahead.
Well, there's a never-ending learning curve on preamps and how to blow them. But when Tom mentioned the fact that he had a preamp with a hot device on the front end, but it only had about 10, 12 dB of gain, and then he had another transistor following it. We used to do that because we blew up more preamps by blowing the thing from the back door. We didn't have good sequencing. We didn't know quite what we were doing on the sequencing, and so you'd always get a little spurt of RF up the back door, and you didn't want to blow the good gas fed or whatever you had in there for a front end. So you put a loser transistor in, just a follower that didn't have to have a good noise figure, because it was after a good noise figure front end. All it did was have a little bit of gain and a stronger butt to take the spike up the rear end. Over.
Kind of like the fail-safe fuse in there, the fuse of last resort, so to speak. So, yeah, real interesting stuff.
Yeah, well, anyway, then we found out if we could even make it more impervious to that back door spurt by putting a 3 dB pad in there, a little resistor in there, because we still had plenty of gain. So we could tolerate it, and then the resistor would take all the spurt. And if you put a big enough resistor in there, you never have a problem again. So that's one way we solved the lack of sequencing. All right, good to hear you. Let's see, anybody else want to say hello to Lee over here? How about you, Mike, WA6AAJ with AF6 United? Go ahead. Okay, maybe Tom, maybe down there to Bill. How about you, Bill? How about you, Rob?
Well, they had me talking over the 10-meter net, so I'm not sure if I got Lee or not tonight. AF6 United, KM6SRR.
Oh, KM6SRR, I do copy you. Something must be happening. There must be a couple of landslides that took place up on the hill, because I can hear you. I can hear you. Go ahead.
Yeah, I heard you right there with my noise level, so I mostly got all your words. Good to hear you for once there, Lee.
Yeah, it's good to hear you too. You're actually about an S1 to peaks on the S2 maybe, something like that. So real good signal in here tonight, but I won't hold you because who knows what's going to happen. KM6SRR from AF6 United.
Okay, Lee, yeah, I missed a lot of that. I got your sign off though, so I'll turn it back to Mike, KM6SRR.
Well, most of it was just fluff, so no worries. Rob, you got the bulk of it there. He's hearing you fine. All right, very good. Anybody else for the guys over there in Santa Cruz before we slide out and up into the Bay Area? K6MYC Bozo Net.
W2WRX.
W2WRX over there in the valley. Hi, Carl. How are you?
We're doing fine here, Mike, and it's getting kind of warm here, so I have to turn on the air conditioner. But anyway, other than that, still, moving along, and picked up some pieces for my salmon there, little lures there. Anyway, back to you.
Yeah, very good. Well, you're a little light tonight, but I'm not pointed at you, so I'm pointed still down in Santa Cruz, so I guess I'd copy you better if I was more around and pointed up the valley here. But anyway, good to hear you. Thanks for checking in with your 294, Carl. Over.
Roger, 294, and yeah, I'm putting out the same wattage on this small amp. I don't want to put the big one there. Probably out on your side.
Yeah, you really really going up and down on me on that one. Boy, oh boy, band changed dramatically with some huge humpy fades. Anyway, 7-3, thanks for coming in, Carl. Quickly in and quickly out tonight. Hi. Have a good one on, and enjoy your Mai Tai. Aloha. W2WRX, K6MYC.
Roger. Okay, Mike, have a good one there, and we'll catch you again. Aloha. Hopefully, maybe I'll check you Sunday. So if I remember, but anyway, I'll have my time myself, and hopefully you get one on yours. Aloha, W2WX. Take care.
Okay, see you Sunday. Aloha. Okay. And I'm still sort of in the Santa Cruz area. 73s, guys. KW6S and AF6 United. Go ahead, Tom. Finish it up. K6MYC.
Oh, very good. Yeah, I was hoping Ken would get back because I don't know what I did, but all of a sudden my YouTube is all filled full of videos of DeLoreans. Now I think of him every time I see a DeLorean. Anyway, not much going on, and I'll let you get on. I should be on tomorrow night. And Lee, if I could catch you after the net here, is K6MYC, KW6S.
Yeah, sure. You want to go up 20?
Sure.
Okay, good evening, guys. See you Sunday. No, I'll see you actually tomorrow, Tom.
K6MYC.
Hey, Mike.
This is AF6 United. Back to net.
Okay, 7-3, Lee, 7-3. See you guys tomorrow on 432. Who said, hey, Mike?
KM6SR. I hear old Bozo 61 checking in there, Mike.
Okay, you go get him.
Okay, I'm down there. You got a copy, Rick? KB6RQU, KM6SR. Oh, I'm sorry, I wasn't listening good enough. I was trying to get on the 10-meter net also. Anyway, we got you checked in, Rick. Okay, thanks for checking in. 73, Rick, KB6RQU, KM6SR, and the gang.
Yeah, we never did. We never heard N6SWR either. You want to give him a call as long as you're down that way, Rob?
Okay. Ben, you happen to be on there, N6SWR. We didn't hear you earlier, but we had the high desert kind of stomping on us. Hey, Rick, have you heard Ben on tonight? KB6RQU, KM6SR. Okay, yeah, Mike, Rick hasn't heard him either, so I guess Ben wasn't on tonight.
All righty. Give, say, 73s for me to Rick, if you would. Go ahead.
Okay, Mike. Yeah, Rick, Mike wants to say 73s to you, and I'll say 73s. We'll catch you hopefully tomorrow night on the 70 centimeter. Okay, good. 73.
7-3. I can't hear him at all, not a trace.
Yeah, he said it sounds like a plan on the 70 centimeter tomorrow night.
Okay. Sounds good. 73 Tom, 73 Lee. Was there anybody else before we go to the Bay Area? Go ahead. Okay, here we go into the Bay Area. Let me get 884 written down too before I forget that. QRZ Bozo Net check-ins, please, from the Bay Area. I am now pointed at, where am I here? 286, I think. No. I'll get, no, wait, what? Yeah, 220. I'm having trouble reading my readout, guys. I apologize. Wait a minute here. What's going on here? That should be closer. 280 something. So I'll peek on you when I hear some signals out of the Bay Area. K6MYC, check-ins, please. Over.
285.
285, got you.
Yeah, I'll give a little chatter here, and you can swing around and see if you can peek. And you're doing fine at the moment. You were up at San Francisco right now, according to what I see on the map. So that's just north of San Francisco. But anyway, that seems to be where you do pretty well in my area. Aside from that, nothing new and exciting here. Took my car in to have my crash evaluated, and they're going to make some kind of a offer to fix it. And we'll see what the insurance company does. I don't think it's going to be anything exotic, to tell you the truth. WB6JN.
Yeah, boy, this path is difficult. I went back and forth on you a couple of times. You had a couple of peaks. As soon as I'd get you peaked, you'd fade out on me. So I went to the direct heading, and it wasn't any good at all. So funny path tonight. You say you had your car in the shop today, did you?
Yeah, just to get an estimate, Mike, and it's between them and the insurance company.
Oh, did you have an accident?
Yeah, Milpitas. I was going to IHOP, and I'm in a turn lane. There's heavy traffic to the left, and some guy decided to pull out of the hotel there, out of the driveway. I guess to try to sneak in when the car started moving again or something. I don't know, but
but anyway, you guys had a collision, did you? I think Jim kicked a breaker or something there. It dropped out halfway through a word, Jim. WB6JNN K6MYC. Okay, well, we'll put Jim on hold for a second. Who else do we have in the Bay Area? Bozo Net check-ins, please. Over.
807 AB6SR.
AB6SR, thanks for coming in quickly. Let me know I'm still pointed, right? Jim just dropped off. Did you hear him talking? And all of a sudden he quit halfway through a word, didn't he?
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. He was talking about his car in the shop. I think he mentioned it last week that a new Tesla or something like that knocked into him a little. So when he comes back, I'm sure he'll fill you in again. Okay, nothing much from here. It's 80 degrees today. Nice, lovely day, really. Everything's okay. I've been watching World Cup football for days after days. Nothing on today, but lovely match tomorrow at 1 o'clock. If anybody's listening, France against Morocco should be a cracker. So, good evening to Rob, KM6SRR. He was about 5 and 6 here a few minutes ago. That's about it from me, Mike. Everything's good here. Nice, cool summer day. K6MYC, AB6SR.
Comment.
Go ahead, comment.
Yes, Jim. The bad side of a 9700 is if the satellite comes into view, it will switch on you and go towards the satellite instead. So that's what happened. Sorry about that. WB6JN.
What happened to the radio?
It took it automatically went to the satellite FO29, I think. And yeah, right. Apparently the radio was clicked on, and it just automatically went there.
Oh, I'll be darned. Because yeah, you just dropped off mid word. You were saying the guy was backing out or trying to get in ahead of you, and I said you must have had a little fender bender or collision, and you said about 1.5 words and went away. Over.
Yeah, I understand. It does that every once in a while. I thought I had it unclicked, but sometimes it seems to think that it knows better what I want to do. Oh well. Complex radio, WB6JN.
Anyway, so you're sorting out this accident wasn't your fault, I take it. It's just a matter of going through the motions. Whenever you have one, you're still involved, aren't you?
Oh, yeah. So He shouldn't have done what he did, and I just didn't have time to slow down enough to not hit him. And he got the worst end of the deal. His nice brand new Tesla white car side pads went off to protect him, and he has a lot more to deal with than I do, I think, on that particular accident.
Yeah, okay. I think you mentioned that to me the other day, but I was probably through the middle of one of your little fades or something, and I had trouble with multipath, and I remember you was talking about a white Tesla, but I couldn't follow that you had the accident with it. Okay, now it makes sense. Well, I'm sorry about that you have to go through that, but that's the way it is. Okay, on the airbags and all going off, that's fun stuff, huh? All right, take care. Let's see, we've got Stan's in here. Good evening to you, Stan. It was about 90 here today. I didn't go out much. I'm still trying to get over this fuzzy little chest congestion that I have here. So I'm just basically sitting and intermittently sleeping through the day, listening to the news and letting it put me to sleep.
Sounds like a good idea.
Yeah. All right. I think that guy that was running for the Senate seat in Maine has resigned finally. I listened to his speech. He speaks a good story, but if he wasn't such a dirtbag, he'd probably be okay. He may be a good person. He may be good for the job, but you just don't want to trust somebody with that kind of moral background. Over.
Yeah, I don't want to get involved in politics really, but you bring up a good point. Morals are still what life's really all about. Morals, values, things like that. So let's leave it at that. But I think you got it right. He's done the right thing in my mind and pulled out. But I won't say any more. K6FYC, AB6SR.
KM6SR.
Go ahead, Rob.
You're coming in.
Yeah, I heard Stan say he was hearing me good there. How you doing, Stan? AB6SR, KM6SR.
KM6SR or AB6SR. You're 5 and 8 now, Rob. Lovely signal up here in Los Gatos. Back to you.
Okay, thank you for the 5 and 8. Yeah, I'm getting you about an S1, S2 over here. Just barely copyable, but that's all it takes.
Yep, that's right.
All right, there was another voice in there, too. Somebody else trying to check in or with a comment. Go ahead. Yeah, maybe it was just the crossover there. Okay, very good. Stan 7-3 again, and thanks for popping in here. I have been so indoors, I haven't even gone out and looked at my tomatoes. I've probably got 50 of them on there that are ready to be picked. I better go out and do it. I was nibbling on some that were in the refrigerator that we bought, and we'll probably have to not buy any more tomatoes for a while based on what I'm seeing on the vines there. 73 AB6SR, K6MYC. Other check-ins from the Bay Area, please come now.
W6PQL.
Okay, good evening, Jim. W6PQL on the group, K6MYC. How are you?
Well, I'm doing okay. Yeah. Not much happening over here, but I understand that we're in for a little warm weather coming up next week. That'll be different. I think the last blast we had was either the end of April or mid-May, something like that. I'm sure you remember that one too. But anyway, not much happening over here. Just a typical week for old retired guy. K6MYC, W6PQL.
Yeah, well, that's about it. I've been really inactive because I've been just sitting. I'm taking some medication, and they think it's making me sleepy. So I sleep all night, and then I get up in the daytime, and I didn't even have energy enough to have breakfast. I got on and talked to the boys on 40 for a few minutes this morning, and signed off, and I went over to 6, hoping that we would hear something on 6. Heard nothing on 6. Monitored all day while I was sitting in the other room listening to KMJ here, our talk radio station, and sleep. Wake up every hour or so and take a drink, back to sleep.
Faded out, and you came up, I guess, Ken.
Yeah, hi Jim. Yeah, you guys doubled a bit. Mike, you faded out to him, so he started talking again. So I just said hello. Hear you, Jim. WA60IV.
Okay, Ken. Good signal as usual. Although we do get the fade. You back, Mike?
Yeah, I'm back.
Okay. Guess he's in a fade for him too. All right, 7-3's all. WA6 PQL.
Well, see, I'm trying to find a peak on you. The peak, the path is changing back and forth for me, and I move it back to an older direction, and it's fine, and then it goes away, and then I go to the new direction, and it's fine, and then it goes away. You don't go away from me. You just get weaker, and I know when I get weak, when I hear you weaker, then you lose me in your noise floor there. 7-3, Jim. We'll look for you tomorrow. W6 PQL, K6 MYC.
Hey, Mike. 7-3.
Anybody else before we get to Oakley? Okay. I'm going to go on up here to where Oakley should be. Somewhere in this neighborhood. N6RO and the group K6MYC.
Kilo K6 Quebec Romeo. N6RO from K6MYC, N6RO, Bozo 835, high temperature 89. And dinner is going to be Okada sea scallops and Argentina shrimp. And I forgot what the veggie is going to be. One of my usuals, broccoli, I think. And last night I hooked up a splitter with a 10 megahertz clock feeding everything except my IC9700. Of course, that won't work until I get the kit to put that card in there. So that's all I got to report. I'm staying up late and watching tennis and soccer, but I have nothing else to do. K6MYC and 6RO.
Yep, I hear you. Okay. Fine on dinner and all. Ken, you want to have say any words of wisdom to the other Ken there? WA60IB, go ahead.
Yeah, good evening, Ken. Well, you're 10 over 9 plus a little more sometime. Very good. We're still looking at the 22nd and seeing if that might work for us all.
Yeah, okay. I better put it on my calendar. And you're good and loud, S9, a little bit louder than Mike, but he may not be pointed right at me. Anyway, I'll see you all on 432 tomorrow in 6RO.
Okay, good night, Ken. Good to hear you. WA60IB. Thank you, Mike.
W6ISO.
I hear you, Dennis, but let me get Gary here first. KE6QR booming in tonight, Gary. Big signal 177, K6MYC. Go ahead.
K6MYC and the Bozo Net. This is Kilo Echo 6 Quebec Romeo. We are portable at Vieira's Resort on the Sacramento River near Isleton, California, on vacation here for a week. I have two of your HO loops connected to a step ladder here and putting out 100 watts from my ICOM 9700. And your beautiful signal here. Everybody's coming in strong from this side. I couldn't hear anybody up until a few minutes ago, but I was able to listen on the what do you call the live feed, which I haven't tried in a long time. So it was kind of neat to hear the people I normally can't hear there. Anyway, great signal. Been kind of cool, breezy weather for cruising around in a water ski boat, but we're supposed to get hot temperatures starting tomorrow, and they got company coming who's going to be going out on the boat, and I'm going to be towing my sister water skiing, or as they say, trolling for alligators. K6MYC, KE6QR, portable 6.
Yeah, luckily there's no alligators up there in the Delta.
Good, Isleton.
Yeah. Luckily, there's no alligators up there in Isleton and the Delta there. Ken, OIB, you want to say hello to KE6QR, Gary, up there?
Yeah, you got a good signal here at Clovis, Gary, for a couple of hole loops in the 9700. You sound great. And, boy, that brings back a lot of memories. We spent a lot of time up in the Delta. I've got a big ski boat, and, yeah, we spent time up there trolling for alligators with up to 6 skiers. It's a big 427-inch Holman Moody Ford with a side oiler with B&M hydro, and it's a big ski boat, and I can haul up to six skiers. So we spent a lot of time up at the Delta there, and had a lot of fun. Bringing back some good memories, Gary.
Oh, thank you. It's 6OIB, KE6QR. Great signal here, too. And it's just amazing the difference being out here in the Delta for 2-meter sideband. I monitored 144-200 for several days, and I finally did get a casual contact with W6WIS, and we chatted for about 45 minutes on 144-200. I think it was last night or the night before.
Anyway. Thank you, John.
I'll be listening, because normally when you go over to this area, I usually don't hear any more, but now I'll be hearing everything with the 2 HO loops and no mountains in my way here. K6MYC and the Bozo Net, KE6QR, Isleton.
Yeah, it really makes a difference to have a clear path, doesn't it? Yeah, you're very much more consistently strong and solid copy than you are from the home QT8s there. So it makes a big difference. Too bad you don't live on that little island there in Isleton. Hi. 7-3, Gary, and good evening to you. Good evening to you, Ken. And let me see. We've got Dennis waiting in the wings here, but was there anybody else? KO6IQR, are you in there tonight, Mario? How about KD6 Whiskey Victor Lima?
Kilo Delta 6 Whiskey Victor Lima, 1179. Good evening.
1179. We got you. Good deal. And nice signal again, as always, Sean. Thanks very much, and thanks for waiting for me to find you on 6 meters the other night.
Oh, Roger. Yes, 6 meters was open to the north, Oregon and Washington last night, so it was kind of fun. I just keep listening to static until it pops open, over.
Yeah, I guess so. Anyway, good evening to you. I missed that open. I'm missing most of them, but I'm more interested in double and triple hop to the East Coast, and I'd really be excited. I'm really sad I missed the big European opening that day before yesterday, over.
Oh, dang, I didn't hear about that one. I've been trying to do the 13 colonies thing, but figuring I'll probably never get to the East Coast again like it was a couple weeks ago, but I keep listening, over.
Well, this was on 6 meters. We had a big opening to Europe. Russ, K6KLY, worked 52 European stations in the course of about 2 hours on 6 the other night, over.
Okay, was that on sideband?
No, on the FT8.
Oh, okay, yeah. Well, I kind of don't count that, but, I kind of like to do it the old-fashioned way, but, yeah, I keep listening, over.
Yeah, well, the point is the band was open, and you probably could have worked it, and there probably was some people down on sideband. But when you got an opening like that, a lot of people are just trying to work as many countries as they can. I don't like it either. I like the sideband, and I didn't go up there. I missed it. I didn't even turn the radio on. I was so under the weather and sleepy, I never turned the radio on that day. That's unusual for me, but I woke up late and didn't get on 40 in the morning like I normally do, so the radio didn't get turned on, and it stayed off all day. So one day when we get the most spectacular 6-meter opening in 10 years, and I don't even have the radio turned on, over.
Oh, yeah, what a heck of a deal. Yeah, I get up in the morning, get a cup of coffee, and sit here until I figure I better get up and do something. Well, hey, thanks for the check-in, Mike. It's always great as usual. KD6WVL, 7-3 all around.
I guess Mario is working really late these days. They must be finishing up that project in Patterson there. Anybody else before we go into the Sacramento area? K6MYC.
K6MYC, KO6IQR, 1189.
There you are. We called you a minute ago, but didn't hear you. Missed you on 1296 the other night.
Yeah, I didn't make it for that one, but I was sitting here listening to you talk to N6RO, and I had my headset on, and I literally just fell asleep in the chair.
You just fell asleep, huh?
Yeah. I was out. I woke myself up with the good old head bob.
You're working too many hours. That's what happens to me. As soon as you get a break, you just shut off. All right.
Switch. It's instantaneous.
Yeah. All right. Well, good to hear you. And we'll look for you tomorrow night, of course, on 432, Mario. KO6IQR, K6MYC.
All right, 7-3, Mike.
Hey, good evening, Mario. KO6IQR, KM6SR. Good to hear you.
Hey, Rob. Good to hear you, too. KM6SR from KO6IQR. You're coming in nice and loud also.
Yep, I'm getting you good this time, so once in a while I can barely hear you, so tonight's a good one.
Yeah, you too. Yeah, you're about an S7, just underneath Mike there. His S9. Yeah, thanks for the shout out. Thanks for the check-in. KO6IQR.
Okay, Mario. Yeah, I'm getting you about an S5. And I also was hearing John, KD6WVL, pretty good too. You still on, John?
Yes, sir. Yeah, you're sounding good tonight, Rob.
Yep, I agree with you on that FT8 or FT whatever this stuff is. It's not really ham radio. You got to be talking, I think. So I agree with you 100%.
Oh yeah, that's for sure. I don't know. I may get into that later on. I mean, I came kicking and screaming to automatic transmissions and big rigs until they made me do it, and then I kind of liked it over.
Yeah, I guess. Well, anyway, I just want to give you a shout out. Thanks for being there. KM6SR, back to net.
Roger, 7-3.
All right, 7-3 again, John. 7-3, Mario. Anybody else? How about KO6KPU? How about you, Jake? Let's go a little further this way. KO6KPU, K6MYC. Jake? Looks like Jake isn't there today. Okay, let me go up into that spot right there, KJ6KFB. Darren?
Well, then, you forget about me?
Kilo Juliet 6, Kilo Foxtrot Bravo 756. Over.
Yeah, good signal. Sorry about 1296 the other night. It was very, very light. And all of a sudden at the end, John came up really good, and he was Q5s. Quite a difference between you and John. Sometimes you guys are comparable. Anyway, good to hear you tonight here, Darren. KJ6KFB, and then we'll get to you, Dennis, right now. Just a second. K6MYC.
Yes, indeed. I'm still trying to find my mass materials. Can't seem to source it locally. I might have to go somewhere else, maybe down to Oakland or something. KJ6KFB.
You mean to tell me you can't find 41, what is it, 4133, 4130? SAE 4130 chromoly steel tubing, 2 inches in diameter? What do they have in the steel supply houses?
Not at 20 foot long.
Well, they're usually 21s. They don't cut them right to 20. What height, what length can you get?
They had some that were roughly 13 foot.
Really? Normal pipe length is 20 feet plus, so you'll never know exactly what you're going to get, but it's 20 feet, 240 plus 2 or 3 or 5 to 10 inches.
Yeah, they were saying they're usually between 20 and 24 foot long, somewhere in that range. I said, yep, that's what I'm looking for.
And why don't they have it?
Apparently, sourcing is a problem right now. I've waited a couple of days and called them back today. No, I can't seem to find any. I'm like, okay, maybe I need to go to a different supplier. Supplier number 4, 5, and 6 to go after tomorrow.
Yeah, well, Oakland will have it somewhere in Oakland or Oakland is better mechanically than San Francisco. Oakland, or then there's some steel suppliers down in the Bay Area, halfway down the coast, San Carlos, that area, and there's a good steel supplier in San Jose. all those guys are pretty close. Of course, you're trying to find somebody as close as you can get to you. Who would be north of you would be choice. I wonder, I'm just trying to think what else. Down the coast, maybe Modesto or one of those places. There may be a steel supplier on 99 there somewhere.
What about Capital Pipe and Supply in Sacramento?
Being there, maybe there'd be a supplier in there somewhere.
Did you try Capital Pipe and Supply in Sacramento?
Capital Pipe and Supply. No, I haven't, but let me add them to the list tomorrow.
Is that you, Rob?
Yep, roger, roger.
I'll give them a holler tomorrow. Thank you.
You betcha. All righty. Dennis, KO WB6ISO. I'll get it right. K6MYC. Go ahead.
Yeah, good evening there, Mike. WB6ISO. Yeah, my place that I've been normally getting my steel and everything else is just an S&K steel, and they can pretty much supply anything I need. Although I had found there's another new place that's on Roseville Road that also has a good supply of aluminum. I have to get over there and check it out and see exactly what they have, but that is a newer place I found out. Anyway, a pleasant good evening, and that station's over in Hileton. I think his name was Mike. Yeah, he had a very nice signal over here in the Sacramento area, even though I wouldn't point directly at him. So if he's still listening, good evening to you over there in Hileton. And with that, we do have some check-ins here for you. We got KA6OSX Kent at 160 would like to get checked in. And also talk to Mr. Dave in 1 Papa 336. And Mr. Larry in 6BX 782. And last but not least is N6TNI 132. And of course, I am Bozo 86.
That is. What was the name of the steel supplier that you have the best luck with in Sacramento?
S&K Steel. They supply just about anything that I've ever needed. If they don't have it in stock, they could order it and get it in. Although there's another new place I just found. I have to go and check it out on Roseville Road and understand they have a good supply of aluminum as well.
Okay, did you get that, Darren?
Yep, over.
Hello, Darren.
And hello, Dennis.
Had you tried the one that Dennis uses?
Yeah, I hit S&K first, but no, they didn't carry any chromoly.
You know how heavy that chromoly is?
Chromoly, SAE 4130.
Yeah. Anyway, this other new place, I got to check it out. It's over on Roseville Road. Anyway, I'll get out of the way. I'm going to head up toward Nevada and see the gang over in Nevada. So anyway, pleasant good evening to you. And I did hear Rob down there. Good evening, Rob. If you're still listening, also heard Mr. Kent. Both very, very loud up here. WB6ISO.
Hello there, Dennis. WA60IB, and that's Ken, Kilowatt Echo November, period.
Yeah, hello there, Ken. Yeah, no, I heard you. You're very loud. And then I heard Rob, SSR, there also a little bit earlier. Good evening to both of you.
Yeah, good evening, Dennis. WB6ISO, KM6SR. Yeah, you're always booming in down here. Thanks for being there. Thanks for those extra check-ins.
You betcha. Nice signal, 5.9, and you're always doing real good. And Mr. Ken, you're 40 plus.
Well, he ain't bright at you there. It's good to hear you. It's been a while.
Yeah, it's been a while, but you know, Mike, he's getting busy down there, and it's getting later and later when he gets up this way, and I fall asleep at times. I try to stay awake the best I can. Anyway, get out of the way. I know there's other people that want to get on there, so I'll get out of the way so that they get checked in. Have a fine evening. Mike, take care of yourself.
I'm trying. Thank you, Dennis. Thank you, Dennis. 73s. Maybe we'll see you tomorrow night on 432.
Yeah, I got to try to get awake and make sure I can stay up there on 432, and we'll certainly give it a try.
Well, it'll be sooner. We won't keep you quite as late.
Okay.
Just been a busy night here. I got over 40 check-ins already here.
I know, and I've been listening to the guys down there. You know, is there anybody down there in the LA area that has enough signal to get all the way up this direction?
Several people do, but most of them don't try. W6PMD, Pat can get up here. The big station WA6TED, Tango Echo Delta. He can get up there. He runs a kilowatt and a 12 element M squared, and he's down just on the north side of San Diego County. So he's in Delta Mike 13, but very close to Delta Mike 12. He can get up that way. A lot of guys can do it, but the problem is they have QR Murray down there, and everybody talks vertically polarized, which is okay. We don't hear it, but it causes them guys QR Murray. So the big guns can't hear anything from up this way unless everybody else shuts up down there, over.
Yeah, okay. All you boys down there in Southern California, stay cool. WB6ISO, Northern California.
Right at the, at 7:35 to 7:40, KG6 USS in the high desert, Phelan, Delta Mike 14. Calls this way, and he goes horizontally polarized at that point in time, and is calling for anybody that, and Sonora and other places check in. I'm sure with your array you could work him. I think you've already worked him once or twice. KG6 USS, John, over.
Oh yeah, I've worked him several times in another station. I don't know if he's still down there in Knott's Berry Farm, and the other station I can't remember it's called down in the Long Beach area, but yeah.
I can't remember Long Beach's call either right now. I haven't heard anybody from that area for some time, over.
I know, it's been a while in the other station. I'll have to look it up and everything else. The Plump, Nevada station, have you heard him?
Not Las Vegas, Nevada. We work Nevada up above you, of course.
No, I'm talking about Pahrump, Nevada by Las Vegas.
Oh yeah, I can work it, but he's usually not on. That's for heaven's sake, I forgot his call.
Yeah, I did too, and and then of course the Chrissy Lynn up there in Crescent City, she's not on anymore either.
But Pahrump is still on. I've heard his call mentioned, and he's in, but he just doesn't turn up our way. I can work him. He's just almost due east to me here, over.
Oh yeah, no, you should have a very, very good straight shot right in there. Okay, very good. Yeah, it's like me and Richard over there. Every night I get on there and we work 20, 30 over S9, just solid as a rock. That path for some reason. And I'm picking up Stan in 7 SUM. We got another Eric over there in Reno. He's putting some antennas together, and I've been picking them guys up.
Yep, we're going to go work him right now. Stan's intermittent, but he's got a good signal from Fallon.
Yeah, he does pretty good. Okay, let me get out of the way so you get over there and get you guys checked in. Have a pleasant good evening to you. And everybody down the lower area, Fresno, Bakersfield, all that way. Stay cool. It gets a little warm down there.
It's going to get warmer. It's going to be over 100 for the next week. All right. Let's see. KR6MR, John.
Yeah, good evening, Mike. K6MYC in the group. KR6MR, Bozo 759. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening. I didn't get the antenna quite on you, but we're close. 759, we got you. And then we'll look for the Reading guys. Very busy evening here, of course. KR6MR, K6MYC.
Yeah, okay, Mike. Weather here was actually quite pleasant today. It was not really that hot, and I think we're going to get a delta breeze tonight. At least I hope we will.
Well, it's cooled off. It was quite cool this morning. I was amazed. I opened up the back door to the bedroom this morning, and it was cool. So I just let the door stay open and used the screen door. And as it warmed up, it was beautiful, but it just gives me a little fresh air through the house. And I opened up the whole house and all the doors on each end of the house, and the cool air blew through and gave us a whole fresh air bath. So it was nice, and it never did get super hot. I walked out at 6:30 to the barn here, and it normally would be blistering, but it wasn't bad. So there you are. It's supposed to get hotter and hotter, though, through the next week. John, we'll look for you tomorrow night on 432. Let me see if I can find the boys in Reading there before we get too late.
Yeah, okay, Mike. Go for Reading and look for tomorrow night.
73, KR6MR.
73, and let me see, Reading, KD6SW and KO6HS, Reading, Charlie November 80, K6MYC, calling and listening.
KO6HS 230, over.
230, I got you, Jerry. Good signal, and good to hear you in here. And hopefully we'll also hear Rich, but so far he's not popping up on me here. We'll also see if you're being heard down in other parts here. So I'm going to turn it back down to Ken, WA6OIB, and see if he's copying you. So stand by for WA6OIB. Go ahead, Ken. Well, apparently Ken's moved out of the shack there, so I guess it's just you and me. Anyway, good to hear you. Let's see if we can get Rich in here. KD6 Sugar Whiskey. KD6 Scotch Whiskey, I should say. K6MYC. Where are you, Rich? Wow, that's unusual. Maybe we're so late. No, we're not that late.
Later than usual. Might have just dozed off there. Who knows?
Yeah, who knows? Well, if he pops in, I'll go back up and I'll swing by one more time on the way back from Nevada and ask one more time if he's in there. For now, though, good signal from you. Quite a good signal up and down the valley. Let's see if Rob's hearing anything from you. Rob, KM6SRR, did you get anything from Jerry tonight?
I can sort of hear him in there a little bit with the noise, but I can't make out the word there. I don't know if Jerry can hear me. I forgot his call sign. Let me look it up.
KO6HS.
KO6HS, KM6SR. Can you hear me there, Jerry?
Yeah, KM6SR, KO6HS. Got coffee on you there, Rob. Very weak, though. Very weak. Got to listen very careful. Got to listen very carefully for you, but I can copy you up here. Over.
Says you're very weak, but he can copy your Q5, Rob.
Okay, that's pretty good then. Yeah, I'm probably running more smoke than he is, so yeah, I'm not able to copy him. Tell him thanks for being there.
Yeah, Rob's running 1500 watts, so he's got big ears and big mouth and little ears with the 2M9 SSB. Hi.
Alligator.
Yeah, he's an alligator.
Yeah, 10 dB makes a little bit of difference. Over.
I'm sorry, I missed that. Say it again.
Yeah, 10 dB makes a little bit of difference.
Yeah. Well, probably 10 dB. That's it. Or a little bit more than 10 dB. Anyway, Jerry, thanks so much for coming in, and we'll come back and check in a minute or two or 5 minutes from now for anything from KD6SW there. It's rare to not have him in here. 73's for now. KO6HS, K6MYC, going to Nevada.
All right, 73, we'll listen for him. KO6HS.
Anybody else on my way to Nevada? K6MYC, Bozo Net. Pretty quiet. Okay, there we are toward Nevada. I think KD6BQ is still over in Utah with his father. So let's see if Daniel can give me an update, and then we'll listen for you, Eric, as well.
Here is 272 KD7BQL.
Yeah, good evening, Daniel. Good signal, 272. Good copy on you. And I wonder if you've got any updates on Richard's timing.
Negative, no update at this time, over.
Okay, not at this time. Well, obviously, if he isn't in here, he's got to be in Nevada, because you know how he is. He's reliable as the day is long here. So there you go. Anyway, great to have you in here. Let's take a listen and see with K7SUN. Stan, are you here? Okay, nothing from Stan. How about W6DAI? Okay, nothing there. And 7 Victor Alpha Zulu. Everybody listen up and see if we can hear Eric in here. He's in and out, but he's good copy at times. And 7 Victor Alpha Zulu. Go ahead, K6MYC. Boy, I don't hear a thing. Looks like you're all alone up there tonight, Daniel.
Roger. Let me try N7VAZ. Eric, can you hear? Over.
Okay, go ahead. Give him a call.
N7VAZ, KE7UQL. Are you there, Eric?
You doubled. Try it again.
No, I don't think Eric is here. Over.
Yeah, he was. He doubled with you. Go ahead, Eric. N7VAZ. Go ahead.
Go, Eric.
Well, somebody was in there, but wasn't you, Daniel. Who else is in here? K6MYC Bozo Net. Well, I got two voices. I got Daniel. I know what he sounds like. Who's the other voice that's making comments? Go ahead. Okay, I give up. N7 Victor Alpha Zulu, one more time. Eric, if you're there, K6MYC in the Bozo Net. Calling and listening. I guess he's just not there tonight, Daniel. Thanks much, and we'll see you tomorrow night on 432, Daniel. KE7UQL, K6MYC. How about you, Rob? You want to try Daniel?
Sure, he was really loud, but then last one he kind of faded out. How you doing, Daniel? KE7UQL. This is Kilo Mike 6 Sierra Romeo Romeo.
Kilo Mike 6 Sierra Romeo Romeo, KE7UQL. The path is down, but I can hear you.
Roger. He said the path is down as well on his end, Rob, but he can hear you. So he's copying you again, the power differential there. Yeah, well, I tried to wait till the path pooped out for me because it usually comes up for you, but apparently it's doing the same thing on both ends here at the moment, Rob. Over.
Yep, I could hear him in there with the noise, but hear a word now and again. But anyway, thanks for trying.
KM6SR, KE7UQL, 73.
Now that was perfect copy. Thank you there, Daniel. KE7UQL, KM6SR, 73.
There you are. All you have to do is wait a minute on this bend, and it comes right up there. All right. Good night, Daniel. Thanks for the help. See you later. See you tomorrow on 432 for sure. KE7UQL, K6MYC, going back to a quickie check for Redding, and then in the Bay Area for late checks and miss.
You know, we haven't heard Russ from Latrobe check in here very often.
No, you're right about that. KW6T. How about Redding, Charlie November 80. How about KW6S? No, KD6SW. I get the numbers reversed. KD6SW. KD6 Scotch Whiskey. K6MYC. Are you there tonight, Rich? Over. Rich must be out doing something, barbecuing, or maybe he's in town at a restaurant or something. Anyway, 7-3 all. Anybody else before I go to the Bay Area? K6MYC taking check-ins. Late checks are missed on the Bozo Net.
Kilo 6, Mike Tango Sierra.
Okay, I hear you, Mark. Hang on a second. Who was the other one, please? Other station that checked in, go ahead, please.
N6BX, WB6ISO.
I didn't get it, Dennis. You and he talked together. Who is it? Who's trying to check in, please? Who was it, Dennis, that tried to check in? KD6SW? Is that KD6 Sugar Whiskey? Is that who I'm listening to? Go ahead, go ahead. Oh, KB6 Whiskey Foxtrot Charlie. Let me get around in your direction there. I got you now, Mike. KB6 Whiskey Foxtrot Charlie 775. Go ahead.
Yes, K6MYC, KB6WSC. I'm only hearing you through the web now. There you go. You're coming around my direction, so now you can hear me fine. I can hear you fine. And it's overcast, 53 degrees tonight. Back to you, Mike.
Only 53, huh? We haven't seen 53 for 4 or 5 months, for heaven's sake.
Yep, we got natural air conditioning here.
Boy, I'll say. Okay, well, great to hear you. It was good to hear you on 1296 the other night. You weren't very strong, but you were readable. But I know you were struggling with me as well. It was just enough signal to get through. But, of course, we didn't spend a lot of time at it. Thanks, Mike. Good to hear you for your late check-in here on 2 meters. I'll check more in the Bay Area here as we are pointed your way now. KB6 Whiskey Foxtrot Charlie 73, K6MYC.
73.
Bay Area, late checks are missed. K6MYC Bozo Net.
WB6WNI 1090 with a late check-in because I just finished dinner.
1090, 1090, we've got you. Good evening, Gary.
Not much to report. Not too warm. Just doing a little gardening and just finishing dinner. And now, of course, I have to do the dishes. So it never ends, Mike. Back to you.
Yeah, that's why it's nice to have a maid. My maid right now is my grandson.
Well, that's the way to do it.
That's right. He's been over here the last 4 nights helping me with dinner, so that's nice.
Oh, wow. Very good. Well, I am going to actually do this. I just had the radio on doing I knew you were going to come back here. Then let's see how 432 is. Noise level here, by the way, just for the report, is very low. You're doing S9 bound noise level of 1. So it is armchair copy, as they say.
Yeah, and very broad, too. I moved the antenna 10 degrees and you hardly changed. But I'm pointed more where I should be for you. Good to hear you. Thanks for checking in here. And we'll take one more standby and see if there's any other late checks or missed here in the Bay Area. Bay Area check-ins, please. Anybody else? K6MYC. All quiet on the Western Front. I guess we did get Oliver in here the first night after he got back from all his vacations, and now he's in the business of catching up, I guess. Haven't heard him for a couple of days. Look for you tomorrow night on 432, Gary.
Yes, indeed. I will try my best, and the band's been very good, so let's hope it stays that way. K6MYC, WB6W. Have a nice evening in 73.
Thank you. Same to you, Gary. Thank you very much. WB6WNI, K6MYC, clear, and QRZ for any other late checks or missed. Standing by. All quiet. Let's go get Eddie.
Okay, sounds good. KE6BK, Eddie on tonight for the 2-meter Bozo Net. KE6BK, this is KM6SRR with K6MYC standing by.
KE6BK, K6MYC, N6SWR by any chance, K6MYC. KE6BK, QRZ Bay Area, QRZ South, all the way into LA, down to San Diego, and into New Mexico, Anybody copy us down that way with you guys on your horizontal antennas? Looking for long haul DX here, long haul DX into Southern California. K6MYC, calling in, standing by. That's it, Rob. And good evening to you, Mark. We didn't give you much of a chance here. K6MTS and the group K6MYC. How are you doing?
Doing all right, man. How are you doing? You're sounding slightly better, but how you feeling?
I'm still a little bit stuffed, but it's mostly in the chest. You probably only hear a little bit in my nose.
Yeah, your voice is way off from what I'm used to, and I'm actually having a hard time getting you dialed in here. But yeah, hopefully, man, you shake that thing soon.
Rob, do I sound any different than normal?
Yeah, I'm detecting a little bit of nasal in there. Do you think you're going to be over with it on Friday?
Well, I don't know. The way it's hanging on, I don't know. Let's just play it by ear, and let's make an assumption that I'll go with you, and I can always say, don't bother to come by.
Okay. Whatever you got, I'd like you to keep it, haha.
Well, I agree. I don't know what I got is catching or not, but we'll see. I think I got something from somebody here, but whatever I got now doesn't seem to be the normal. I'm almost thinking what I've morphed over into is some allergies. Last day or so, it's gone back into my nose. I've got sneezies. I'm going to take some Claritin tonight and see if that clears me up. One other thing. Dave said he's coming down. Did you get that? LOL.
Yeah, I think I heard you say something to him about him coming down. He wants to see you. I was just copying off the back of my antenna, which there's a lot of multipaths when I do that.
Okay. Yeah, he's got a room booked at the same place as always.
Okay. I guess that ice cream's a big draw for him. Haha. Hey, Mark, you going to be in there for the ice cream root beer floats?
Negative. I will not make it this Friday.
What? Where's your stomach at?
Oh, it's fine. It's bigger than it needs to be. I'm actually, let's see, Friday, I'm going through this training thing. I'm doing some volunteer work with this group, Fire Lookout. You know, the fire towers and stuff that are around. And yeah, there's a few of them down in Sequoia area. And Friday I'll be out doing that stuff. And it'll be a long day before I get home, so.
Yeah, I think I remember you saying something about that, but I didn't remember exactly when. Well, your stomach is supposed to be telling you, hey, we got to have some ice cream. But, hey, if you want to stop by on the way back through town, that's good, too.
All right, yeah, if there's time. Probably going to be there for a while, but appreciate the invite. Hey, how's the AC there? The last time I was there, it wasn't so hot, or it was hot.
It's doing okay, I think. We got to turn it on, so maybe we didn't have it on that time or have it on soon enough.
Yeah, I couldn't tell because a couple of the doors were open, but yeah, it was okay. But man, it was a bit warm. But anyhow, that's neither here nor there. Get it cranked up, man, and you'll melt all the ice cream.
Yeah, Ken has ordered some dry ice, so I'm going to come with that. So we should be okay for the ice cream, which is the important thing.
There you go. There you go. Anyhow, yeah, probably not, but thanks anyway.
Okay, well, I want to make sure you know you're invited.
K6US.
Yeah, go ahead, Aaron.
K6US.
Yeah, so Mark, at the last meeting, I turned the AC on, and then of course I was presenting, and apparently they have the AC unit set to go back to like an eco mode. So I'll try to monitor them a little bit more tomorrow night. Yeah, we don't want to abuse the church's electricity too much, but yeah, when I get there, I turned them on, but apparently we gotta keep checking on them to keep the AC running.
Yeah. No, I'm just I'm a sissy, man. I can't handle the heat. It wasn't too bad, but anyhow. Yeah, I got your email. Thank you for the info on that. I don't know if I'm going to get into building a little thing yet, but probably here once I get some other stuff in that little radio. I picked up a little ID52A, not the plus one, but the other one.
Well, then you got the same radio I got, so if you want to be really lazy at programming it, I can send you my file.
Yeah, hold off for now. I kind of want to learn as I go, and kind of just start poking around. I ordered some accessories and stuff for it, so I mainly got it for this thing with this volunteer stuff, so I can monitor VHF, where Forest Service operates like 160s, 170s megahertz FM, and then they also have the aircraft, and they're up in the 110s and 120s on AM, and I guess sometimes they're actually in just receive only for me. They're up on the UHF portion of airband, so that's the main reason that this thing had that capability to do that stuff, and it actually had a whole bunch of different banks that I can separate out different stuff depending on where I'm at, kind of thing, where all the other analog stuff doesn't fill all those, doesn't check all those boxes.
Yeah, it's a great handheld. I've been really happy with mine. Rob has the 52 Plus, so he's familiar with it as well. The radios are very similar. The normal one and the Plus one, there's not that big of a difference. But let me know if you ever want my file for reference, because the programming software is free on ICOM's website, and so you can always pop open my file and just look at it. But if you want like the list of local repeaters and stuff like that, I've already figured out all the info for them. You can always just copy and paste it into your own file. So just let me know.
Okay. Yeah, I'll probably hit you up on that. K6MTS. Yeah, this one was actually on sale for $520 at HRO, and the other guys are getting $580 or $590, and then the Plus is like what, $760 or something. It's like for the USB and a couple other things that you'd probably be interested in. It's got the USB-C on the Plus and some other stuff that I don't know about, the dongle thing where you don't need the tether and something else, but I mean, for almost $300 difference, that didn't really matter to me. But for the regular one, for $520, seemed like a pretty good deal. Over.
Yeah, I'm glad I bought my stuff before the tariffs kicked in, because it sounds like they got more expensive. Go ahead, Rob. K6US.
Okay, Aaron. Yeah, due to you, Aaron, I've got it going. So that's so probably the only reason to take. I'd be still trying to figure it out.
I'll be hitting you up, Aaron.
Yeah, at least it'll be less work for you, annoyingly, ICOM split the programming software between the 52 and the 52 plus, and so they're effectively two separate radios, and so you have to like kind of manually copy and paste stuff over. But yeah, we figured it out and got Rob's radio programmed. But for you, it'd be super easy because I could just send you my file.
Okay, and I've got the RT stuff coming too, the RT Systems programming stuff. It was like $35, so I got that coming.
Okay, yeah, I always just use the ICOM software because it's free.
I know, but you're a tech computer guy. I am not.
Well, and I've already, I did all the research on all the local repeaters and testing and stuff, and so I kind of maintain my own repeater list. And, of course, it's always changing because there's stuff going off the air, and you got to add stuff and rearrange stuff around. But, I just, fortunately around here, you can get most of the repeater info off the NARC website. But, of course, half the stuff on there doesn't exist anymore. So you just got to kind of go through and figure out what's what.
KJ6TYO101009.
Oh, my gosh, he lives.
Yeah, I'm checking in late.
Hey, Ron, good to hear you. You're on a weekday night. You taking vacation?
Oh, no, I played hooky. I just left work. Got done early, so I came home.
All right. Well, hey, that sounds great. Glad to have you there. KJ6TYO, KM6SRR. Got you added to the list.
All right, we'll catch you later. Another radio cable off. All right, well, catch you later. I am going to head to the rain locker.
Hey, Ron.
Hey, Mark.
Are you horizontal or something?
Yes, I am.
Okay, that explains it. All right, I got you about 1S unit.
Well, you're vertical? Come on, get them beams up.
One day I will.
All right. All right, guys, take care. Have a good one. KJ6TYO is now headed to the rain locker.
Ain't all.
7-3, Ron.
7-3, Ron.